Hey, everybody. We're here at the 2017 ASA tournament in Foley, Alabama. This is the first leg of the ASA tour. Tournament coverage is brought to you by Lancaster Archery Supply, and I'm Dan McCarthy, and I'm accompanied by Nathan Brooks, and we're getting ready to cover the Men's Open Pro Final Shootdown. We've had a pretty good weekend, great weather. Had some change-ups and scoring this weekend over a little bit of people moving up and moving down. Chad Chenault had a smoking first day. Chad shot 20 up, which was great shooting on that round.
Yeah, that's coming out swinging, that's for sure.
And then Tommy Gomez, who had a really good day yesterday, was in actually second, I believe, second or third after the first day. I think he was in second.
Second at 18 up.
And Tommy just shot a really solid round again today. It was a really tough course, and he was able to take the lead. Darrin Christenberry was up there yesterday, and he moved into second. Levi, who I believe was at 12 up yesterday.
That's what, I believe so, 12 up.
Levi shot 8 up today, finished 20, so he's in third. And Chad moved down to fourth at 418, but still had a good day. I mean, he shot 2 down. It really was a tough course. But to see him in the shoot-down, it's great after his first day. And then we have 6 people in this shoot-off today. Brandon Reyes and Jack Wallace came in the 5th and 6th spot, and they decided to not shoot off for the 5th spot since they were tied on 12s. So
they add an extra target to the shoot-off, and
Yep.
you get 6.
Yep, Mike decided just to have a 6-person shoot-down. And
Well, that's nice. I mean, you know, if you had 7 people tied at that position with all exact 12s, you got to shoot it off.
Sure.
But because it's just one, and Mike owns this business,
there's no
he
doubt,
can do
and it's
whatever
been
he
done
wants,
several times. And
absolutely, it's
when
fine.
It's much better to have 6 targets to shoot and a chance to win than having to shoot off and possibly get beat out.
Absolutely.
And bumped.
Absolutely.
Over one arrow. And it's one arrow closest to center usually when it's
yeah, it's a bad way to go out
yeah.
right there. You know, you're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars. So.
All right, so here we go. Tommy's our leader. Holding a long time on
the long
Habby.
All right, so here we go with Tommy on the Javelina. Kind of looks a little bit high
Tall.
from what I see here.
Looks like
so
a 10.
Probably a 10.
Tommy can shoot. I seen Tommy shooting bow hunter in Vegas. Did pretty well out there, and said that he's been mostly focusing on the 3D game, and it shows.
Yeah, we got Darrin here with a 10 now on the Warthog.
I talked to him, and he said he was prepared for this event, which is the first time I've heard Tommy say he's prepared all year. So,
well, you know, like you said, Tommy wasn't even planning on going to Vegas, so that was a last-second throw together. I'm just going to do this sort of thing. So
10 for Levi and the Muley. It looks like almost everybody hitting the same spot. Everybody's a little high, but it's tough to judge, you know, across this cut grass. So these guys will adjust their numbers probably after this first arrow. And
you've done this plenty, Danny, so you know what it's like. You always want to make sure you get that first one right.
Absolutely.
And you don't want to take too many risks right off the bat. You want to make sure your numbers are in
calibrated.
The ballpark.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're not seeing stuff. I was in a shoot-off a long time ago where one of the guys in a shoot-off was like, "Man, this is the closest shoot-off I've ever seen," and it wasn't.
And I remember exactly who that guy was, and it's hilarious.
It was in Kinder, Louisiana.
Yeah.
All right, so here we're going into the second arrow. Tommy Gomez maintains his lead.
It's Brandon going for 14 on the Leopard. Looks like he shot a little bit low.
On the Black Panther. I was looking for a leopard. I was like, where's this leopard, Nathan?
Well,
I looked right past the black panther. It wasn't there in the last round when we were calling out. Chad looks a little low on this target as well.
Well, now that I shoot that marked yardage class, Danny, I don't even care what the animal is. I just throw any name out there.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I understand. Levi looks like he has a good shot on this lynx for 12.
Full mixed bag now. These are 14, a 10, and a blank.
Got a 10 for
So that was
Darrin.
a 10 for Darrin.
14 and a blank.
And our current leader, Tommy, on the Warthog.
Looks a little high.
Dead center 10, looks like.
10 for Tom. And for Jack.
And Jack Wallace on the long javelina
he's a
looks a
little
little
left.
way left.
I think he's just straight left.
8 for Jack.
For an 8.
All right, gentlemen.
So here we're coming in on the third arrow. You can see Levi bearing down. Levi's on the, is it the lynx?
No, he's on the
deer?
deer.
Looks like a center
Just
10.
left of the 12.
Ooh, we have a 14 shot at. Chad Chenault shot at a 14 here on this cougar. It's Black Panther.
Okay, first up, Brandon Reyes on the javelina.
And Chad got it, too.
10 for Brandon.
So Brandon shoots a 10 on the Havy. Jack looks just barely left on this Warthog
That's the theme of the night.
for a 10.
For Jack.
Chad Chenault's going to make a little bit of a move on this round.
Yeah. You know, that's one to go for. I'm studying that mule deer pretty hard.
That was Tommy.
That is a 12 on the upper.
Good shot for Tommy.
Tommy ain't going to give up anything. He's
Nope.
going to keep pounding away.
Yes.
Darrin also
12
shooting
for-
the upper 12.
Yep. We had uppers called on the muley and the lynx.
Levi is just left.
And for Chad Chenault.
All these guys would do well by
And
listening
here's
to this.
Chad took a chance and shot at a 14 on this Black Panther and smoked it. That's a tough target to shoot at a 14.
It
I mean,
is.
It's just there's no aiming spot sometimes. All right, so I expect Levi to probably take a chance also on this target, on the Black Panther. But we still have Tommy Gomez leading. Tommy's at a 458.
On the links,
Um,
Tommy. We'll start
Levi's right behind him, though, with a 457. So
That's it.
452, I'm sorry. Bad penmanship.
It is.
Nathan.
It's my fault.
Darrin Christenberry's actually in second with 454. See if anybody takes any risks.
I
Levi
believe
did shoot at
He
it.
missed it, though. That's right.
Yes. But Levi's been in this situation 100 times. You don't shoot for second, you shoot to win.
That's
And
exactly
that's why I
right.
figured he'd go at it. I would have went at it. I'd have probably also shot an 8 or a 5. But, hey, I'd have went for it.
No, that was definitely the right call. I mean, if you want to win, you gotta put it out there.
For Darrin Christenberry.
Darrin shoots a 10.
That is dead center 10.
A 10 for Darrin.
So we had an 8 for Levi, a 10 for Darrin.
12 in the links.
And Tommy, our current leader,
Called an
upper, definitely close. And it looks like it's 12.
12 for Tommy again. Back to back.
Tommy just starting to separate
Stepping
himself
on the
even
gas.
more.
Jack Wallace.
That's how Tommy does.
10 for Jack.
Tommy's. I've competed against Tommy for a long time. He's a vicious competitor, and when he's on, man, he's on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And even when he's off, he's on. I mean, he's still a great.
That's
he's
true.
Always a good shooter.
And for Chad.
So Brandon shoots a 10, and Chad, I can't see
looks
from
a little
here,
low. Looks like an 8.
but I think it is an 8. Yes, it's an 8.
For Chad.
So really, the only change here going into the fourth arrow is we've had Brandon Reyes, who is currently in 5th, tied with Jack Wallace. Those two flip-flopped. So Jack's moved up, which I guess they were tied. So they really just flipped up on our score sheet. But currently, Jack Wallace is in 5th place and Brandon is in 6th. And that's really the only change we've had so far. Tommy maintains his lead. And Tommy executes a really smooth, relaxed shot with a hinge. He didn't look happy with that shot, though.
It's still good. That looks like it might be a 12, probably just left of the 12, actually, on the deer.
Yeah, he's totally bummed, but it's a solid 12. He did look surprised, though, when it fired. He didn't look happy with it.
Well,
that looks like a really low shot.
5 for Levi.
5 for Levi. Man, there's been a lot of points dropped on that javelina.
there has
been.
been.
Tough, really
it's a tough target.
Chad Chenal.
That
10 for
that
Chad.
5's going
shoots
to
a
make
10.
that 5's going to make a big difference, though, right there.
Yep. We're going to have a change.
Thank you, Don.
Chad just bumped Levi in 3rd.
Yep. Brandon shoots a 10 on the muley. Looked like Jack took a chance here, shot at a 14 on the
Straight left.
links and shot a 5. That's
Well, he really had nothing to lose at this point.
nope.
5 for Jack.
But again, left. Like we've seen
Yeah.
so many misses left, and it's got to be lighting.
It
I mean,
has to
it
be.
has to be. And it's probably more than anything. Tommy 12 this target.
Called upper 12, though.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, call the upper 12.
Okay, so that's where the disappointment in his face looked like.
And for Darrin Christenberry.
I missed him calling that. Sorry.
12.
Darrin shoots just left of the upper for a 10, but generally, the lighting is actually how it comes through your peep sight. These guys are probably seeing, a little more light on one side of their peep sight, so they're not centering everything up, which is generally, where it comes from.
Right.
It appears to be that you're centering up, but so you have to keep making
It's
adjustments.
just a little refraction.
Yep.
Christenberry at 4.
All right, so Darrin Christenberry's 6 points back. This is our 5th arrow. We still have.
And 3rd. Start your
This is our 6th arrow, correct. So we'll still have one more arrow after this.
If anyone is within 10 points of our leader.
Yep.
And it's
Well,
looking like
currently
there'll be
he's-
1.
Yep. We'll see, though. Tommy's on this close target. We'll see if he puts it away.
Yeah, that's true. You never know
He
about
shouldn't,
Tommy.
but I
No,
can
he
see
shouldn't.
Tommy doing it.
Tommy's actually shooting a hinge release.
Dead center 10 for Tommy.
He may have called upper. Ooh, we got a 14 shot.
If Tommy called upper, he's got it. He's right in the top of the 11.
He did call upper. He did call upper, so he's got that one. That puts him at a 4.
Yeah, he's a 6 o'clock 12. Tommy is. Did we have a 14 on that long deer?
I think so. Jack Wallace.
Wow, we have a couple 14 shot on this round.
That
So Tommy shoots a 12. Great shot.
That wasn't you.
Now Darrin
Jack Wallace.
needs to shoot at least a 10 to force us into another round.
Jack got a 14.
14 for Jack Wallace.
Good shot. We have back-to-back 14s coming up here. Brandon Reyes,
For Brandon Reyes.
another 14.
A 14 for Brandon Reyes.
You know, it's good to see these guys taking a chance. Might be a little too late, but
Yeah, that was a battle.
it's good to see these guys taking a shot because there's some changing up coming from the bottom on this last shot.
If you notice that arrow right here on this mule deer, look how left that arrow is.
Yeah.
That's a lot left. That's not just a little bit left.
No, that's
And that's uncharacteristic.
and
from
that's
these
where
guys.
there's no wind. There's no wind out here tonight. So
It's lighting.
here's another one.
I think that's it.
And that
Oh,
couldn't
wow,
missed
that's
it by
close.
much.
It couldn't have.
It's a long ways for me
I
to
see.
check it out.
I
but
can see now. It's a left.
again, missed left. And Darrin needed to shoot at least a 10 to force us into a final arrow, and he does
He did.
that. So,
And he is barely within 10 points of our leader, but he is definitely within 10 points.
yep. I've never seen this before.
You know, I'm guessing that can't be much more than about 8 yards.
All right, so here we go. We're on the final arrow of the men's Open Pro Shootdown here in Foley, Alabama, and they decided to set up the most difficult scenario possible. I don't really know what's going on here.
I don't know either.
Darrin, is really in a position where you'd like to make a move, but at this range, it's not going to happen. Tommy's
Well-
just got to hit the target in order to win, no matter what Darrin shoots.
I think he shot an 8 low.
Darrin's awesome, though.
Oh, that's perfect.
How about it, though? I
That's
love seeing
perfect.
Darrin shoot well this weekend.
Me
he's,
too. That
he's
is
one of the best
awesome.
guys out here. He's always got a good attitude. As nice of a guy as you'll ever meet. And, this is the first tournament he's had a really good showing at in a little while, and it's good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Darrin's been a mainstay in this Open Pro class for a long time. Had
sure-
some super years, and it's good to see him back there.
I'm sure Tommy's nervous. I'm sure Tommy's nervous.
I think all he's got to do is hit the target, right?
Yeah. He's not nervous.
I'd be.
He's like, right
let's see him
there.
shoot him in
Okay,
the tail.
he drew back. Nothing happened.
Watch him punch.
He's ready to go.
Center 10.
Man, I've been in a lot of shoot-offs that I wish that would have happened to me.
No doubt. No doubt.
Well, Tommy Gomez wins the first tournament of the year, the ASA Foley, Alabama tournament here 2017. Comes out of the gate swinging with his elite bow, his new bow. And this coverage is brought to you guys by Lancaster Archery Supply. And we're getting ready to move on to the known pro class.